Sri Lanka is an extension of peninsular India that separated from the mainland perhaps as recently as the Miocene epoch. Archaeological excavations undertaken since the late 20th century have indicated that the island was inhabited by humans 1 lakh years ago. The earliest peoples who inhabited Sri Lanka were Nagas and Yakkas. They were totemic tribes, not supernatural beings. The Nagas were a widely distributed people on the ancient Indian subcontinent, which includes Sri Lanka. Historical and archaeological evidence relating to the prehistoric period suggests that Nagas had attained a certain level of culture. The paleographic evidence of pictographic writing on corns, rocks, and potsherds in Sri Lanka shows that the Nagas and Yakkas, being of pre-Aryan origin from the Indian mainland, had imbibed the culture of the Indus Valley civilization. The Yakkas were numerous and very powerful and held themselves aloof and confined themselves to the mountain fastnesses of the central region, whereas the Nagas confined themselves to the seaboard, and Manimekalai was the Naga king of Kelaniya. Sri Lankan historical works all begin with an account of the Nagas. It appears from these works that in the 6th century BCE, there were powerful Naga kingdoms on the northwestern coast of the island, which was called Nagdipa. Manimekalai, which has been referred to as the Naga king of Manipallavam, is a notable island off the coast of Yalpanam in the Tamil-dominated northern province of Sri Lanka. Mahavamsa refers to the Naga kingdoms when it relates the second and third visits of the Buddha to the island. On his second visit, the Buddha is said to have visited Nagdipa to settle a war between two Naga kings for a gem-set throne. It was during this visit that he is said to have converted some of the Nagas to Buddhism. Nagas spoke a dialect called Elu. It was the earliest spoken language of the ordinary people on the island, as both the Yakkas and Nagas spoke it. It had a script, and the earliest characters known to have been used by them are those found in the Tonigla and other similar inscriptions. Though Elu was the earliest spoken language on the island, it was only a dialect and not a literary one. Many scholars have identified the origin of the Pallavas with the island of Manipallavam mentioned in the Manimekalai. According to them, the Pallavas were descended on one side from the Cholas and on the other from the Naga rulers of the Nagnadu. Velupalayam inscription says that Pallava king Virkurcha obtained the insignia of royalty along with the hand of a Naga princess. The Oliyar, Parathavar, Maravar, and Ayanar, who were widespread across South India and northeast Sri Lanka, are all Naga tribes. Several kings of the Rajrata were from the Naga tribe. Many Tamil poets who contributed to the Sangam literature attached Naga prefixes and suffixes to their names to indicate their Naga descent. By the end of the 3rd century, the northern Naga kingdom had ceased. It is not known for the present whether the Naga lineage kings continued to rule in the northern kingdom or became merged at some stage with a line of kings of Sri Lanka. In southern India and Sri Lanka, peoples are influenced by the culture of the Nagas. Naga worship and the popularity of this cult are testified by the Nagakal, and Buddhist temples have made the divine form of Naga into a bodhisattva. The Nagas were a powerful and widespread tribe who seem to have existed in various parts of South Asia since prehistoric times.